So this is the state of our home. We vetted and hired a contractor that is licensed. In the scope of our work, it had nothing to do with the front door. They were adding on a second story. They opened up the floors really quickly. They started work in the beginning of June. All of these large areas are where they opened things up. Get an idea of the footing. The house was built in 1950. So it's a one-story home, and that makes sense that it wouldn't have the proper foundation to build a second story. They got into it and they started tearing off the top of the roof so they could add the second story portion on the approved plans. They had two different areas of the house where the guys fell through the roof. So they ended up taking off the entire roof. Didn't have any plans approved or anything like that on how to put the roof back, but they went and they pulled it up. We started having troubles when we pushed out this one wall about 2.5 feet to make up for eating into this room with the stairs. And the father of the duo, it's a son-father duo, the father instructed his guys to dump 4 wheelbarrows of clay brick into this foundation for the part of the wall that they were kicking out. They fired the foreman. Foreman came back on our property and was yelling and screaming. And that's when he told my husband all about the things that they were doing that was pretty shady. We had a big meeting and had them come back, and part of moving forward was they had to pull this up and start over to remove the bricks. They insisted they only put the bricks on the outline and not anywhere near the rebar. However, when they pulled up the foundation, we have pictures to show that they were lying, and there was actually brick connected via cement with the rebar. We have windows and doors and flooring missing, which we were told and then confirmed by the father contractor that they had taken our stuff to Mexico. Turns out he's building a house in Mexico and furnishing it and building it based on materials he's taking from his projects here. This room was my son and daughter's room. They had bunk beds, and it actually wasn't originally, we weren't supposed to take anything out of this room, but during demo, they made so much damage through the walls that they said, never mind, you guys do need to completely take everything out of the room. So we did. However, the flooring was supposed to stay, but alas, they took up the flooring. There was nothing wrong with the flooring in here, but they took it up, and it is safely stowed in Mexico. This room also, this was our daughter's room. They were not supposed to take anything out of this room either, but you can see the flooring is all gone. All the things left in the rooms were told explicitly by the son of the duo contractor that we could leave it in here and it would be safe. However, they fell through the roof over there and they completely damaged a bed. The frame's completely broken. They will not pay us back for that, although it's in their contract that any of the things they damaged during work they would cover. So right now we are $57,500 in. All they have done is foundation on this one part. They haven't done any footings or anything else. They ripped off a roof. We do not have approved plans on how to put that back. All of our belongings like TVs and such are in the garage, which are exposed to the elements currently. The stairs is a really fun thing. The dad decided to cut that by hand without following the plans. He is 2.5 feet too short. You can see the markings right there. That's where the stairs should connect to and go to. However, you can see they're pretty far off. This landing is supposed to be 80 inches to pass code from here to up there, the beam. It is currently about 67, so my husband cannot walk through without hitting his head. They also forgot when they were rushing to put up stuff from the upstairs. Why, do you ask? Because they didn't do any of the foundation work? I don't know. We believe it's so they could ask for more money. But this beam right here, they had actually completely forgotten. They ignored the plans and completely ignored putting up the beam. It is to our understanding that this beam, since it's a main structural beam, should actually go the full length. However, you can see they did not do that. Another really exciting beam work over here is another main structural beam. Do you see how there's that cut right there? Yeah, it's because they cut it incorrectly and just pieced it together. We asked another contractor for their advice regarding this beam. He said the cut that they put there actually removes 20% of the integrity of the structural beam. So, this is where we are. Also, all this lumber you see, we paid the contractor to pay for the lumber. However, they did not do that. And now the lumber company is coming after us to get the $10,000 bill paid. This is where we are. We've set up a GoFundMe. We are currently living in this camper here with our 4 young children. Our oldest is 6.5. Our youngest is 8 months old. This is basically the worst experience we've ever had to endure. We don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know if we'll be able to find a contractor that will be willing to step in and take over, because there's so much that was done incorrectly. We really don't know the fate of our family or our home. And in the meantime, we're just doing our best and trying to make others aware of what this contractor has done to us and to our family. And straight back there is the bed that they fell on and completely broke. If you would like to contribute, we have a GoFundMe. We're also just asking you, if you're not able to financially contribute, if you could please just share. We're looking to get this out there as much as possible. We're trying to lean on the military community. My husband is a disabled Marine veteran. We're just trying to find a way and make sure not only to get our word out, but make sure that this doesn't happen to anyone else ever again. All of the time and energy spent to save up for this project and then to just bite the bullet and do it and have these people just tear our home and our world apart without second guessing anything is just unbelievable. Be well, be safe, be weary of who you trust. Just be very mindful. Because I just don't know how it got to this, or how that contractor could see a family of 6 and just be okay with it.